1867 marked Canada's Confederation, and ever since the centennial year of 1967, the flame has burned bright on Parliament Hill. It's a massive Monday night of curling here in Ottawa, featuring a star-studded lineup. You'll see multiple Brier winners, including the defending champions. Taking to the ice will be numerous world champions, and on one sheet, the Olympic winners. Four of the favorites, all in action from our nation's capital. It is a sensational draw 7 from the arena at TD Place. The Tim Hortons Brier is next. You tell yourself it's just another night of curling, it's just another game in the Brier, but how can it be with so many good teams and so much pressure on the line every time you step on the ice? Let's check the scores from this afternoon's draw 6, and look at this. British Columbia keep themselves right in it with a win over Ontario. Alberta in the battle of the Cooey brothers had to go one more as Kevin beats Jamie. Newfoundland and Labrador win by 2 over Saskatchewan, and Prince Edward Island pick up win number 1 as they hand the defending champions a loss. So as we check the standings, one team remains undefeated, that's Northern Ontario. One team remains winless, that's the team from Yellowknife. Once again, tonight you have your choice of games, multi-sheet coverage. 1 and 5, you can see Team Canada, Northern Ontario with Brian and David, or on TSN3, you'll see Alberta and Manitoba as our coverage of the Brier continues. We knew we'd be paying special attention to this when we saw the schedule come out. Alberta and Manitoba, 2 of the tournament favorites, hooking up on this Monday night as we say hello Canada. Welcome back to our continuing coverage. Cheryl Russell alongside Alberta and Kevin Cooey, 3-1 at the moment, but comes with a bit of a qualifier, doesn't it?
It does. Look at these percentages off the chart this week. Extra and loss versus Ontario, 98%. Extra and win versus Northwest Territories, 94%. How can you post those numbers and almost be 2-2? So if it's not execution, it's got to be strategy, which can be the result of an ultra-aggressive style of play, that no-fear attitude. So the keys for tonight, base your calls on the score, base your calls on the opponent you're playing.
Manitoba's Mike McEwen says, look, I've never played in anything like this. It's all new to him, and he seems to have taken to it.
Well, yeah, it could have gone one way or the other for a rookie team. They're all rookies here, and they've embraced it, Vic. And just look at the numbers, a 93% team. Maybe more importantly, this guy right here, 96 so far. I know it's early in the week, but that's unbelievable numbers. This team has all the shots, so why change anything? That's the key for tonight. More of the same, keep doing what you're doing. And because of what Cheryl just said, Alberta, once in a while, they'll get very aggressive, pounce on those opportunities.
Keys to the game are brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. Monday, what a game we have coming up.
Toughest field I've been a part of, and you know what, I think we're really looking forward to it as a team. Be a good challenge for us if you're going to come through and win this week. We've had a great year. If you can keep it going against this field, you know you're a great team.
I've been watching Brier since I was a little kid, and I've watched many in my competitive days from my couch at home, and I don't think I've ever seen a field where I believe there's a multitude of teams that are capable of winning. Our expectations are, you know, as high as anybody's in this field.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years. By World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. And by Scotties Sponge Towels, Purex and Cashmere, proud to support the Scotties Tournament of Hearts.
Once again, and you have your choice of games, multi-game coverage, 1 and 5 with Brian and David. Team Canada, Northern Ontario. Or stay with us here on TSN3, Alberta and Manitoba. We had no draw this morning, so this is just the first game of the day for Manitoba here at the arena, TD Place. Time to meet the teams now is brought to you by Home Hardware. Homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice.
Hi, I'm Kevin Cooey, skip of Team Alberta. Our lead is Ben Hebert, second Brent Lang, third Mark Kennedy, and we curl out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary, Alberta.
Hi, I'm Mike McEwen, skip of Team Manitoba. Our lead is Denny Neufeld, our second Matt Wozniak, our third BJ Neufeld, and we curl out of the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
As you see, Kevin Cooey putting on the gripper. The feature game is on the outside sheet, sheet D, here at the arena. Manitoba will play the Yellowstones. Alberta has won the draw to the button, so they will have the last rock. They'll have the hammer here in one, playing the Redstones.
Well, you talk about this being Manitoba's first game. Kevin Cooey, when we were going in to get ready for this game, they were just coming out of the locker room from their extra end game, so they've had a tight turnaround time to get ready and go get something to eat and get back out here. So probably an advantage for them to start with hammer, a little bit more in their control of when they go.
It was a game they nearly lost to Kevin's brother, Jamie, in the Territories. It was Jamie nearly made an unbelievable circle shot to win the game in 10. And to your point, the numbers are off the charts for Alberta, but they're letting guys back into it. And it cost them against Ontario, and it nearly cost them again this afternoon. So we have to see if they can keep it a little bit simpler.
There's a lot of rocks in play, and that's what we've spoken to, you know, about Alberta, that they do. They risk a lot because they are such an ultra-aggressive team, but it can come at a cost at times.
Well, what does that say to you, Russ, when Manitoba, we've seen so many teams go in with their first, they're throwing up the center guard.
Well, it says how comfortable they are, how confident they are in their team, and they're right ready to go here. This really should be a barn burner.
Mentioned there was no draw this morning. Some teams are playing 2 games today, including Alberta. Teams on the ice tonight playing just their first of the day: Northern Ontario, Quebec, New Brunswick, and Manitoba. Tomorrow they'll be back to the 3 draws and 2 games for each team.
Bit of a sweeping error there, in my opinion. If you keep that short of the rings, this can't happen. Denny just is going to simply tap this wide open hit out. Just leave it short.
Whoa, BJ! BJ! Whoa! BJ! Yeah, Pete! Gotta go. Gotta go.
Yes, boy. And they'll lose it.
I threw that nice. Just didn't do much. Should be a rocket. No, it's not. Line's good. Line's good.
Already just wanting to instill confidence as Mike McEwen and Denny Neufeld. It wasn't your fault.
Great way to pass some information down. I mean, they've just been so comfortable out here playing so well. Mike himself, I think that dictates a lot of how he calls the game. 96% top of the skips.
And Hebert comes around and he'll sit top of the button. Interesting, though. I mean, just go back that one stone. If they're able to sit there, Manitoba, they would have been in that free guard zone. Then they would have had that front control.
Exactly. It's amazing how teams forget that now, because when we first invented that rule, that's exactly what teams did. You'd come up short on the outturn side. The other team would go in on the inturn. You'd freeze them. You'd have them both ways.
Really gotta go. Gotta go.
As we say good evening to Kathy Gauthier, when it comes to their first Brier, Manitoba's left nothing to chance.
Well, they haven't, and a lot of it is about process. They're very much of the mind that if you do everything right before you actually step onto the ice, then the curling just takes care of itself. And so they meet with a purpose every day. This afternoon, they FaceTime their sports psychologist, Kyle Paquette. And what is really key for this team is communication. It is honesty. It is talking about the burnt stone by Matt Wozniak and his fall and how they communicate with each other. And we just heard some of that between Mike and Denny for the best possible results. else. They also believe that in the warm-up, that is how their bodies are the most ready. And if you watch before the game starts, Vic, there is more equipment behind their sheet and with them, from stretching bands and rollers, than anyone else. And so when they step on the ice, it's just about curling, and that we know they can do.
And the other addition to this team has been John Meade, of course, the two-time Brier winner with Jeff Stoughton, world champion. As much a coach, fifth, as a manager. That's why the personal training. That's why the nutrition. You know, you talk about the psychologists. He's making everybody accountable, and they say it's their success is due to him as much as if he was really on the ice and throwing stones.
Well, he'd probably be a lot of help with the routines, what to expect, taking a little bit of heat off Mike with the media. There's a lot of other pulls at an event like this, and it's great to have somebody experienced able to deal with them.
Oh, God.
This can't set up much worse for Manitoba. Nothing in the middle they can use. I thought they took a ton of ice for that run back.
Yeah, let's think here. 14. Yeah, 14.
Okay, what did I just throw?
You threw 13 and a half.
Leave the corner there, leave the biter, leave the one on the edge of the button.
Not much.
Alberta is sitting the 2, and they do have last rock.
Manitoba will be very fortunate to hold Alberta to a deuce here.
Yeah, I think it is light.
No, it's not yet.
Okay.
Brent Lang.
Put it on the tee line. There.
It can definitely curl.
Put it on the tee line.
It's got to be tee line. Get tee.
Whoa, sir. Just tee, Marcus.
Hard, Mark.
Go, Mark. Make it good.
Go, Mark.
Go.
Whoa.
Dead even.
Just that little bit deep, Bruce.
Yeah, they missed that one.
Throw, Brent.
I don't know why Mark came around the other way to try to get maximum curl, but they were more worried about the curl than they were the speed.
They splits the house.
I was just hoping it was going to curl more.
Right? Yeah. It's always here. Okay.
Yeah, that Canada or that Alberta stone that's on the forefoot is actually an advantage for McEwen to use.
Is it firm, right?
Yeah.
Only 4 rocks left to go. It's time to make something happen here in a hurry. Run back, try to hit and at least roll into the center.
Playing third stones, BJ Neufeld.
Whoa, Danny. Whoa. Oh, Danny.
Run the guard back and maybe shoot it across.
Get that over. Go.
And trying to keep that path open.
Took away their double.
That caught them by surprise. They thought it was going pretty easy.
Around the other yellow. Yeah.
You like?
Go around that one. Yeah.
You ever like the same as Brent?
It would be best.
I like that if you can.
It's hard.
Dead tee line.
Let's get another one in there.
I'll give you the same ice as him.
I love this call, Shirley. When I coach teams, you can't get them to do this
Can you
sometimes.
get under on that one?
You know, Brent just made it to start with. It's every bit as predictable in the first end out here as it is down the middle.
When you get a little extra room, the problem is playing at clubs is you don't have that much room. You get that extra foot on either side of the 12-foot, and so this looks a lot easier in the arena than it does at a club.
Weight's good.
You got room. Weight's good. Weight's
Tee
good.
line. Just don't worry about the line. Tee line. It's all weight.
Still there.
Still there. This one's sliding a bit. No.
Nope.
No.
Yep.
No.
Right there. That's a beauty, Mark.
Great shot.
Good sweep, guys.
Good boy, Marcus. You like this again? I think so.
If you nutted, it's pretty good.
Not, it's good. Okay. Same weight?
Yeah.
Now, if you were with us on the weekend, we saw lots of runbacks, lots of sticks. Today we saw some too in draw 6, but
Weight's good.
we saw a number of missed runbacks. Reason, do you think, Russ?
Yeah, today, overnight, oh, look at that.
And it'll just spill.
The Rock Ferry was in last night and dusted up the rocks a little bit and got a little more curl, and it makes those runbacks that much tougher because you get that extra inch and a half of curl, and you're just not sure when to brush it.
Yeah, what the Dust Ferry does is just scours a little bit of the the bottom of the running surface, and so those rocks have a little bit more current.
Just bite a little bit better. We saw that with BC today. That was how they had the advantage against Ontario, as a couple run backs missed.
And then there's a loony that's left under every stone by that rock fairy.
Rock fairy.
Get rid of it and stick around. What are you thinking, Board?
Board, try to hit a big third.
I'm guessing this won't take off.
Okay, I trust it. Edge of button. Board weight, edge of button.
Like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Langer.
Yeah.
Wait till after.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The influence he's had moving down out into the third hole for Alberta.
Whoa.
Mark Kennedy, Hebert picking him up.
Hard!
It is a huge scrub, boys. Big hoe, and he just does what he does so well. And they'll put it on the corner. It's just,
Hey, Mark. Sorry, guys. Good sweeping. Great sweeping.
great sweep. It's just, how many times did we ever see him save stones for Kevin Martin all those years?
Incredible brushing.
It's unreal. It's the downward force that you can't even explain to people.
It'll just move it a bit. He was going to have.
Leaves it all out in the ice, that's for sure.
Yeah,
That's good then.
yeah, it's a good shot. that's probably smarter. Let's do that.
Because then you're not, you throw it hard and just click it over. And then
I'm
sit
still
right
gonna
on
throw
the
it
nose.
firm. Yeah, let's throw it up. Smooth
Yeah, let's
feel.
make sure we give it deuce is not the end of the
Smooth
world.
feel. Deuce isn't the end of the world.
Yeah.
What do you think right there? Close?
Yeah, that or a little more.
Okay, inch more. Good.
They were talking about hitting and rolling on top or rolling right behind the corner, but you
Make
could
a
also
roll
just
your way.
plain make the double.
We'll make sure this double.
Yeah.
Deuce isn't in the world.
Which way are you ideally trying to go?
Denny's way.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like a lot of ice, but
I think it's all right. It's pretty fresh.
yeah.
That's okay.
Here you go, Mikey. Okay, let's.
Remember, Mike did not play this morning on the rocks that were textured, so assume he was watching, but there's going to be that little bit extra curl.
Whoa. Whoa. Lots of weight. Close.
Mike McEwen.
Danny. Hard. Hard, Danny. Hard, Danny.
And he's going to get two and then roll the shooter away. Drop in on New Brunswick and Ontario again. New Brunswick did not play. Ontario coming off that loss earlier today to British Columbia. Glenn Howard.
Well, he missed his run back on his first, which allowed Mike Kennedy to hit and stick to lie two. This is the double attempt for two.
To bring that stone in the top 12 into play, and very nice. So a nice bounce back early for Ontario as they pick up two against Mike Kennedy out of Grand Falls.
It's sliding okay, and then it'll come down if we need to, right?
It's not faster though.
No, I know. Just tell me what you're looking for. Give me compared to draw off.
6 feet more.
Yeah, it's heavier than that for sure.
Yeah.
So try and throw like back line.
Yeah. Regular back 12.
Trying to give him an idea compared to his draw to the button, what this difference is for the weight that he'll need out here.
Whoa.
Oh, I like it.
I got heavy right
Hard
now.
to believe you look at 90% in your number 3.
A little wider.
Pretty close though. Pretty close.
Incredible numbers.
Pretty close.
Just make sure T-line.
You got room. It's wider than Mark by lots. Don't touch it.
Can curl a
Some
hair.
of these outside in shots in the last couple of days, we've seen them skate a little bit, Russ.
That's
Keep
good.
going. Keep going.
This one is even.
Like mine.
Quick, Kev.
Nice throw, Kevin.
I think they were a little worried about that one. Vic, it came down pretty good at the end.
That's probably easier.
Tough on him.
Especially if you just get half go under it.
Yeah,
so
it's
straight.
not an easy shot.
I like that. Yeah, I like that knife.
Okay.
Like a bump.
No, I would rather throw a little bit more weight.
Okay. Easy.
Yeah. These are running straight here.
I think you got to go off of that.
Yeah.
You got to trust that.
Yeah, I just gotta trust it. Okay. Control. All right.
You hear so many players this year talking about trusted, and it's more about having just one single thought in your mind when you're throwing. You're not thinking and doubting the ice you've just put down. Just trust that it's right. Throw at it. If it's not, you'll learn something from it.
Quickly over to the other side of the arena. Northern Ontario, the only undefeated team, but in danger here of giving up multiple points to the defending champions.
Well, for sure. On Brad Jacobs' final stone, he was trying to play the freeze down to the shot stone, and he came light. But in coming light, he lined up a double with his other stone in the house. That allows Pat a chance for the double for 3.
That roll, whoa, it's in behind cover as Simmons throws his last. Now he's going to have to grab every little bit of that blue. The top 12, he'll need a little roll or sit right there. Bang! Has he got it? Yes, he does. 1, 2, 3. As Team Canada plays in their camouflage uniforms on this Support Our Troops Day here at the Brier. That's been their season-long charity of choice, supporting our troops. And some of those uniforms will be signed and given to the armed forces for auction, and they'll have a chance to bid on those.
Couldn't carry that hit and roll down any better from Mike McEwen.
I think this is going to move based on marks anyway, so.
Does he have any of it? I can't really see. No, it doesn't look like it.
I don't think so.
So this will be all about tight to the guard and then making it move after you get past the guard.
And it's a tight guard, so you don't have a lot of space past the guard to make it curl.
But you have Ben and Brent.
Good point.
Whoa, go ahead. Ben! Yep. Hard Ben! Whoa! Yep. Hard Ben!
Again, look at this.
Hard!
Look at him go again. You got it again? Oh my goodness. Now Lang late licks. Push it back and away it goes.
Good stuff. Really good stuff.
Alberta, first it's Hebert. Get it by. Now push it over Lang. And they pot 2. A well-played first end. It was really a lot of trouble for Mike McEwen in Manitoba, but he saves them with his last here.
And his first, they made a nice double, a pretty routine double, but this isn't routine at all. Out wide, they had to guess it would be a little straighter there. It rolls it to the perfect spot.
And then they do what they do so well, particularly Ben Hebert. How many times have we seen this?
Pretty amazing. I mean, you have to throw it well. He threw it tight. You needed to, and then you use your sweeper to hold it to get by here, and then Brent jumps in at the end.
The key shots are brought to you by Scotty's, the tissue for any issue. So Alberta puts 2 on the board here in this opening end. The arena at TD Place on a Monday night. Wonderful games on the ice. And here in the second, it will be Manitoba, Mike McEwen and the champions from the Fort Rouge Curling Club in Winnipeg that do have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
Whoa. It's okay. Whoa.
Weight's nice.
Little light, maybe.
BJ! Whoa! BJ!
Weight's good. Little light.
BJ! Yep. Whoa!
Me?
Yep, BJ. Whoa! Yep, go Matt.
Little light.
Matt. You too. Whoa.
Oh, real
shot.
Good.
That's a talented shot. Just taps that back, sets up that red wall.
Just to keep you updated, Quebec, Saskatchewan first, a blank. Saskatchewan and Steve Laycock out of Saskatoon. Jean-Michel Ménard from Lévis. 1 and 2 Quebec, 1 and 3 Saskatchewan.
You like that?
Blank the first.
Sure.
Big.
Peel.
Talk to me.
Whoa. Whoa. No.
Yep, Benny. Sweep it. Sweep the rock.
So this rock was blinking red halfway down the sheet, eh?
It's good here, man. See, it's pretty good.
Like it started green and then blinked. Speed nice, buddy.
Tried conservatively to peel up and get one of those reds for obvious reasons. Matt can lock it right on top here now.
Just line, Mike. Whoa, then. Little heavy right now.
Off then.
Not sweeping it.
Tapping? No, weight's good.
It's cool. It's a little heavy. Can you sweep it?
Hard beach.
Weight's really good. Whoa.
Has to come down still.
It has to curl. Hard. Whoa.
Ah, shoot. Straight heavy.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. That'll work.
Just
Can you get
tapped
that
it a
out,
touch too far.
Yeah.
They just wanted to freeze right in that pocket.
Hack.
Still pretty nice.
Forward.
This early in the end, you don't mind leaving your enemy rock in there as long as you stay on top. If Langer can knows this.
Never.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Brent Lang throwing second stones for the Alberta champions.
Hard. He was right. His hit came up.
Yeah, dude. I thought he was really full on
That one too. Kev's thinking it's dead.
Good shot, Brant. I don't mind that at all.
Freeze the pocket. I mean, if you could.
Hey, Mike, what about freezing the pocket here? The
Here?
intern. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get right in here, otherwise you can get everything. But
That's fine. We got the corner, yeah. I like
It's
this
the
thing.
same weight here, guys?
Yeah, well, I would imagine it should be.
It's quicker, I think. Yeah.
Like one of the other runs, I mean, they talked about chipping the red back and rolling over. Now they're going to play the freeze.
I think this is easier and more rewarding if Matt can snuggle this right in there.
Just
And
line, Mike.
they have a good point here. These
Small
guys play on
top's okay.
such good ice against good teams so often.
Just line.
They know if you get this
Line's good.
close, Hui might blast everything out of there. Then you go around the corner guard.
Line's good. Room. Denny.
Gotta go for
Denny.
it.
Yep. Go.
Yeah, hard,
Come on,
Denny.
Denny. Go. Whoa.
Shot, Matt.
Okay.
Spectacular.
Matt
What's
Wozniak.
Everything will go, but
We can go around
but
there.
we go around.
That's good.
It's interesting the way you think about it, because listen, we certainly won at a club level.
What if we just?
It's an investment, in a sense, in your
kind of
future
weight?
if you're Manitoba. You're going
I
to
need
invest
a bit
in
of
this
weight. I don't
shot.
want you to
You're going
chisel
to give
this.
it up so that you can get the payback on the other side.
Exactly.
Good control.
That's a good way to put it. They're all set-up shots.
You can be a sliver high.
Yeah, it's definitely sliver high. If I know that, I think it's in trouble.
Yeah.
Good
Sliver high.
Little firm.
No. No.
Mark
Then you
Kennedy.
have to a little bit.
Whoa, Brent. Whoa. No. Yes. Hard on that one.
That's okay. Good shot.
Good.
Okay.
Just leaves that one biting the outside of the 12.
Sorry, guys. Little full.
Could go around the guard.
That's not good.
Could make the double and roll away.
We could go here at this point too.
Yeah, you
I
could-
don't mind that.
I like that. You could just
You
leave the
prefer
double
this?
for later.
I'm with you.
I don't know if I like the freeze.
You don't love this? Okay, let's go here.
Okay, beach, here we go.
The freeze has to be just absolutely perfect. If it's close to that yellow and they just hammer them both out of it, they'll spin that fast.
I guess we just want top 8, right?
What's that?
Top 8?
Yeah.
BJ Neufeld.
Room, guys.
Room. Danny, you're in.
Wide only. Question T-line.
Danny's in.
Don't really want to, Mike.
It's back 8.
It's
Yep. Go, Danny. Go. Go. Whoa.
good call on the weight.
Call on the way, guys.
Good.
Shot.
So compliment from Mike McEwen to Denny Neufeld, Matt Wozniak on their judgment.
All right.
It just went a little deep behind the tee line, 12 foot.
Is it close?
What?
Hitting our red.
Yeah.
Our red is ultra thin. Because this isn't very good right now.
Oh, I think I'd like to make this.
Oh, I see.
Like this is.
They were looking at
If this was a little
taking the
deeper,
paint off this red
like it
one and
looks
trying to get
close
this to
going
go
right on
that
our
way
red,
and
isn't
maybe
it?
even get that one, but I don't think that angle's there.
It's going to drag it probably straight into the yellow.
Well, you need to throw it real hard to kill that one. What do you like?
What if you just drill that on the nose? Yeah, it's supposed to go on the red, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's the problem. I mean, if you ever make this, it's good because then he's got this one right by the 4-foot too. He might freeze over here, but
then you got the hit and roll.
I can hit and roll.
Okay, it's pretty thin and not jammed.
Unless they think that this doesn't touch that. But
if I hit it high, it doesn't.
What they're worried about is this, where does that redirect? If it ever redirects onto that red one,
you're thinking it goes under?
it sits here.
Yeah,
It'll be a simple red double to sit 3.
Mark kind of thinks it goes under and Kevin doesn't.
This is best. Okay. You guys like that?
Sure. I was thinking out of the nose.
It's important which turn you throw here, too. If Mark throws the in turn,
Half in half. I don't mind throwing it same way.
the yellow one will be an out turn and it'll spin better. Then you have to factor in he's left-handed, so that changes everything.
Pretty close here.
Whoa, whoa. Benny,
Mark
Benny.
Kennedy thought this would
Gotta go,
squirt
Benny.
and go
Gotta
under.
go, gotta go.
They're red. Oh, boy.
Go, Brent.
And now it's corner frozen.
Good shot. Shot, Mark.
Good sweep, guys. Sorry, I thought I threw
The
that pretty
Redstone,
good.
though, is behind cover.
Floated a little.
Pretty good shot, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty good. And there's
Is there a red double, though?
Probably not quite there, or is it there?
You like this?
It's
Wow.
there.
Yeah, if it's there, I like it. Yeah.
It's the only way to get that,
That one on the side.
side
That
yellow
or
into
here.
play, I think, Cheryl.
I don't like this. I don't like the draw of each. I think.
I like the double. Even the roll.
So, guys? Yeah.
Just roll on top of it. It's real good.
yeah. Even if you don't make the double,
Right. Yeah, you stay beside it. You're sitting 2, and there's probably no yellow double.
I mean, we don't have to play a double. We can just go
They
here.
blank the first is Quebec and Saskatchewan. From this look, it appears like Quebec is sitting 1. Second shot is the yellow. Final stone coming up for Steve Laycock out of Saskatoon.
Well, I'll agree with you on the first one. That's no
Okay,
question
thanks.
the red is shot.
What else is new?
But I am really not sure, and I don't think the teams are either. It was an attempted corner freeze, so he's trying to run this in, make contact with the red, a little bit of the yellow to try to score 2.
And runs it by. Now 1 for sure. We know that, right, Kathy?
We do.
Whoa, whoa.
Here we go, looking for the double on our sheet.
Hard.
1. Oh, and there they're going to tick their own out, but the shooter will hold on to the back edge as they measure on that game between Quebec and Saskatchewan.
It's a tad thick.
that was, I think, why Mike liked the roll. Few more options. That was kind of an all or nothing shot. And if the line was off, then that's what happens.
Any more curl, that's made.
Just close.
That's the straight side too.
Like over to the side 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You think that's max? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
I like the ice. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like control broom. Almost
No,
control.
it's not going to curl that much.
Okay.
It's good board ice.
Good board.
It's good. Good.
Whoa, Ben.
Oh, Benny.
Whoa,
Benny.
Ben. No.
No.
Whoa.
Get ready, Brent.
Whoa.
Brent.
Brent.
Gotta go.
Good.
Whoa.
Good. That's
Yeah,
it.
keep
No,
going.
no, Brent. Ben.
Whoa, whoa.
And rolling it away.
Good shot.
Good sweep, guys. Good sweep.
Good shot, Kev. Attaboy.
New Brunswick has replied with a single in the second. Mike Kennedy out of Grand Falls. Still trails Ontario and Glenn Howard out of Toronto. And it was just Kathy. It was just 1, I think. Excuse me. Pardon me. We put that up and put Vic's name like this.
Nice, Mike.
You can make it perfect.
It's gonna be pretty
Speed's
precise
good here.
first draw, right?
Yeah. Speed's good here, Mike. Same as your draw to the button.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Real quick.
What's the play, Russ?
Well, he's going to try to corner freeze to that one that's buried, and they brought that a little deep, Alberta, so there's a chance to get it in there good.
You got lots of room.
We're like back 12 right now, Beach.
Okay, Danny, go then.
Get the line right.
Go then, Danny. Easy, Danny. No. Matt, stay with that.
Still heavy.
Yeah, Matt. Hard Matt. Hard Matt. Hard Matt.
Team Canada,
Hard
Northern
Matt.
Ontario, and wow, what is going on here?
He's playing the wowza for 3. So you
Really?
hit that red one
Yeah.
about half. Red goes out. Yellow goes on to red. Comes across. Gets the other.
Maybe 4 if he
Yeah,
sticks it.
potentially if he sticks it.
Brad Jacobs, Canadian champion, gold medal winner. The Brush brothers got him. Bang, bang. Oh!
What a shot.
Believe in the beard. Believe in the beard. He gets 4. They play with such emotion.
Team Canada scores a 3 in the first end, coughs up with a 4 right afterwards. You don't see that very often.
Oh, we're seeing some higher scores since yesterday. Mike McEwen just made a perfect freeze. Great judgment by the Brushers.
Okay, same as your draw.
Yeah.
Like a bit more ice?
Yep, I do.
I think you're okay there, though.
I like a bit more.
Okay.
14-2. I think so. I think so.
There we
You
got
just need to
room.
be full 8.
Come on. I think we got to go, Brent. Really got to go, Brent. Come on. Dig, 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 dig,
Kevin
dig, dig,
Cooey's last.
dig. Mark.
Okay, talk to us.
Come on, Langer. You really got to go. Really got to go.
Brent
Just
Lang.
full 8.
Come on, boys.
Here
Go,
comes
Langer.
Kennedy as
Hold on,
well.
boys. You got to go,
You got
guys. Come on,
Here
guys.
they go.
Go, go, go.
Can they? Can they? Yes, they can.
Good sweep.
It's a good shot, boys. Really good.
Great sweep, Brent.
That was amazing sweeping to get that there.
I think you just got it far enough.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
All that work, it better be good enough.
Yeah, if it's a little higher, it's
Might be a feather double here.
Risky, obviously.
It's pretty thin.
Close, eh?
What's
I
that?
don't know.
Close.
Yeah, I think it's there. I
I
think it's there.
Yeah.
Maybe you might even get it to nut this right onto this.
It might be for 3.
Yeah, that one might fly out, but
It might.
you play it if you want.
It's definitely there.
You mind it.
As long as this, like, I don't think this will go
Still
too
early
far.
if we give up one, right?
You want to give it a go?
It's not great. If you're feeling it, I
Risk
don't mind
versus reward discussion.
Quarter is pretty good, right?
Quarter.
It's hard to know where to put the broom, right?
This is
Do
what
you
we're
like
seeing this week, that the
think the out
ultra
makes it
talented
better?
shots that are made, you can fool yourself that you're.
Hit onto this.
We played a great end. We deserve 3 here, boys. Let's go for it. But you missed a shot. You're down 3-0.
Shot. Right there.
Maybe 4 if you hit it thick.
Okay. Let's make
That
it.
jam's
Right here?
perfect, Cheryl.
Yeah.
You go across the top of the shot rock. It's 4-0 against arguably the best hitting team on the
Outturn.
planet.
Yeah, it's better with
Sure, let me suggest something to you here. I mean, you don't want to even think that Mike
Lots going on over here.
McEwen could be talked into it, that he has to have confidence in it. Is his confidence better served by tapping quietly for 1, getting on the board, or playing this shot?
Well, I would take my tap for 1 and carry on, because you don't make this shot now. As Russ said, you're down 3, and that can rattle you just being down, and then you start to push. So, but he sees it.
And he agrees to it. Mike McEwen. Draws the act very thin. Come across. So they're going to lose everything. Back it up, and away it goes.
Sorry.
I was going to go.
Mark in the excitement was brushing a rock illegally. It was behind the tee line.
And then that one at the back. That's the biter. So they will get their 1. Just not quite the way we expected. And then further to what Russ was saying, Kennedy has to stop now. But he just kept going and then said, oops, I'm sorry. Sorry. "44 curlers started the week with a chance to drive away in an all-new 2016 EcoBoost Ford Edge Sport in the annual Ford Hot Shots competition. That number cut down to just 2. The final, Manitoba's Denny Neufeld against Newfoundland Labrador's Brad Gushue. And Gushue had a battle on his hands, but came up big when it counted most, including a big 5 on the hit and roll. The skip would come out on top. Brad Gushue wins the Ford Hot Shots and a 2-year lease on a 2016 Ford Edge Sport. And Brad Gushue and the team from St. John's, they have the evening off on this Monday night. Just the 2 draws on this Monday. This is the 7th draw. Tomorrow we'll be back to the 3 draws a day.
Really hard, you got it. Really hard.
As we welcome you back to the arena here at TD Place. Manitoba gets their single in 2. So here in the 3rd, once again, it'll be Alberta. And Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary that does have Last Rock. They have the Hammer playing the Red Star.
I didn't see the weight, Mike. The weight. Oh, okay.
Okay, Matty, here we go.
Good bump. Beach. A little bit.
Yeah,
Yep.
speed.
Hard. Hard, 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 hard. Okay. Hit.
Mike staying pretty aggressive here.
You're gonna play a little too far, guys.
Yeah, that's probably
Got the
better.
2 guards up here, which allows Cooey to sit 2 early.
Yeah.
I think for Manitoba, 5 provincial losses, you sit on a couch and you watch the Brier and you realize how close you could have been to be in that Brier. And teams talked about some pretty tough self-analysis after those losses, and this is when it pays off as you get to an event like this that they've worked so hard to, and they have no fear. That's what they've been playing for all years, for the opportunity to be here.
Little less.
And this is what faces Mike McEwen here. You see how difficult, look at it, it's the best field ever. Watch how he, right in the middle, Team Canada, Saskatchewan, and then the closing out against Northern Ontario, Quebec, and PEI in the final draw. So you'd like to space out any losses. We always talk about a consistent run coming in tonight at 2-1.
Really gotta go. Jeez.
Just not believing the ice.
He's fed in there.
It's tough.
Biting doesn't look like it.
Heel.
Three quarters makes it, Brent.
I like this sign out of Alberta. We've criticized them a little bit by once they get the lead, it's like they're trying to put the team away. And you can't do that. You have to respect all these guys. I'm sure they do, but they were,
Gotta go.
they were bitten against Ontario, and they were almost bitten against the territories. And open the front up, get your single.
That close to getting the both. Ontario, the loss. Territories, they win by going in extra. Now look at their run. Manitoba, Newfoundland, Labrador, then Northern Ontario. What a stretch through the middle. Then they'll close against Team Canada and Saskatchewan. It's just that kind of field, and there are certainly going to be some bumps along the way. You're going to be surprised. I mean, the fact that he, Kevin went an extra against his brother. His brother had come in winless, but Jamie Cooey gave him a handful.
It's coming out. Okay, good.
He always gets pretty up to play his brother.
You know, and it's been that type of week. An 0-3 PI, it knocks off an undefeated Team Canada.
Sliver high, Mark.
Quebec
7/8
is sitting the 2. And coming up here, Saskatchewan with their last.
Steve Laycock has the chance to hit and stick against 2 for 1. Well, not the chance. I guess he pretty much has to. Jean-Michel Menard missed a run back on his first, but Saskatchewan just not that sharp tonight. Wasn't able to capitalize.
Clean. Nice shot. Good job, buddy.
To even it.
Good weight, eh? 11-18. Yeah.
Nice shot, Stevie. Not a throw, bud.
I don't love this, but
kind of have to, right? He might do it himself. Right?
yeah.
Okay, Beach.
Around, split the rings. His curls.
Probably same weight's okay, eh? A little
Yeah.
more.
It's good speed here.
Thought that was an interesting comment from Mike McEwen to BJ Newfield after Matt Wozniak threw. He said that he's not believing the ice. Do you, as a thrower, Cheryl, sometimes look down and go, I don't like it, I'm going to cheat myself? Do you really?
You do, and I think they said he feathered it out a bit, so obviously didn't think it was enough, so kind of tried to give himself his own ice, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. A little hard for the skip, though, when that happens, because they really learn off your throw. And so for Mike, he wants to just see a pure throw down the ice, and then he'll go, hey, I got to give you less or I got to give you more. It gets a little tough when the players start adjusting a bit, and it happens. We all look down and go, oh.
That's where that communication is so important. If Matt's not sure, just stand up and yell down and say, hey, skipper, it looks like a lot. And then in this case, Mike can say, no, it's running real straight here. Yeah, give him some reassurance at least.
And then you throw and trust it.
Mark Kennedy.
Ben! No! Still Ben! Whoa!
Ready, Brent.
Brent! Whoa! Brent!
Hard, Brent. Hard. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it.
Might as well, yep.
Nice shot, Mark. Boy, Marcus.
Good job, guys. Hey, I think we can already be a little more aggressive.
Hold on here. Yeah, it's a little deeper in the house. Probably right there.
New Brunswick and Ontario. Ontario scored 2 in the first. New Brunswick, Mike Kennedy responded with a single in the second. Final stone on the way for Glenn Howard.
Well, a really good one by Glenn on his first one, which left Mike Kennedy the long run back not made. And so this is a draw to the paint for 2.
Yep.
Ontario losing this afternoon 9-5 to British Columbia to even their record at 2-2. And there it is. Back-to-back deuces in 1 and 3. They lead it 4-1.
Whoa, Denny. Clean it. It's good.
This is like a heavy bump.
You've got to commend both these teams. I talked about McEwen's team saying, losing those provincial finals, it's not good enough. What can we do? They bring on John Meade. They changed some things that way. Kevin Cooey's team last year, 4th overall on the money list, and they say that's not good enough. And they sat down this summer and said, what do we do? They felt like they had 3 different team philosophies, Kevin Cooey's old team, Kevin Martin's, and Glenn Howard's, and they really wanted to try to get their own identity, and they worked really hard this summer to get that, and I think it's paid off this year.
Clean it.
Clean, Ben! Whoa!
Well, one of the key things, of course, was taking Mark Kennedy up and making him the permanent third and leaving Brent Lang at second. Mark saying that what they've done is they think they are better at handling all their emotions now.
Yeah, and Mark was very hesitant about doing that.
Nice throw, Kev.
Well, Northern Ontario, what a dramatic and great shot that was for 4 against Team Canada. And the final stone on the way now for Pat Simmons.
And Brad Jacobs really is on fire tonight on his final stone. Made a really nice hit and roll from out in the wings.
Go big time.
Run it back, drive it by. Steal one more, Northern Ontario.
I think further to that, Vic, with Mark and that switch. Mark told me when I talked to him last week about it a little bit, and he said he thinks that the leadership role with him in the house has been so good, but the key has been actually the relationship between Brent and Ben. He said it's been fabulous at the front end, and he thinks it's better than when Ben and he were together, because maybe they'd just been down there too long together.
Not quite totally underneath.
Good throw, Mike.
Okay. You got a half, skinny half.
What do you like, Bart?
We thought probably.
Nice shot, though.
What do you think in here?
I like blank. Good call, beats.
Totally okay with drawing too.
He also appears, he being Kevin Cooey, to be a little calmer this year. Cheryl, I think that's partly due to Mark Kennedy's influence.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen Kevin smile this much. We've watched him off and on through the years and this year, and he's just so relaxed, and I think he really enjoys it.
Final stone by the guard. Nice throw, Kev, and away it goes.
This is out, A Beach.
They're just going to make sure, yes, it was out. Blank on the board, 2-1 Alberta.
Nice throw, Coop. That wasn't.
We are in Ottawa for this 87th edition of the Canadian Men's Curling Championship. Fourth time the nation's capital has played host to the Brier. Let's take a moment to update you on the World Junior Curling Championship being played in Copenhagen, Denmark. On the men's side, Canada facing Scotland in the third. Scotland up by 1. Matt Dunstone with the last rock. This is a hit for 2, and Canada leads at 3-2. To the 9th, Canada leading 7-4, and Scotland's Bruce Mowat with a draw to count 3, so we have a tied game. So the 10th, facing 3 Scottish stone. Dunstone out of Winnipeg. Last rock, full 4-foot he needs. Colton Lott, Rod Gordon, they're just passengers on this as it's heavy. Going to be a steal of 3. Make the final 10-7. Scotland handing Canada their first loss. Other scores, Mary Fay from Chester, Nova Scotia. She's now 3-0 with a 10-4 win over Russia. Canada men, Dunstone split his day. The loss to Scotland, the win over Sweden. He's now 2-1. Kathy, I know you know the Dunstone team very well.
Well, it's a little bit of a rivalry as we see that loss to Scotland today. They came over, the Scottish team did, to the Ottawa Spiel that is one of the best junior spiels in the country. And it was that team that Matt lost to in the finals of that event. So that's a team, 2 matchups you can expect at the end of the week.
And that Ottawa Spiel, tell the story now as we look at Mike McEwen. It was back in '98, Mike McEwen came to that Ottawa Spiel and he was billeted by the Askin family. And it wasn't love at first sight or first stone thrown, but it was about 4 or 5 years later that they saw each other again, and Dawn, and that's how she ended up moving to Winnipeg. Wow. So Dawn Askin is now Mrs. Dawn McEwen, and of course they have their first child, baby Vienna, who is 6 months of age.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Beach! Beach! Go! 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 Get that out of there.
Hard, Kev.
The blanket 3 means that Alberta will once again have last rock.
Right over there, Langer.
Playing the Redstones.
Kind of where you threw in 2.
Remember where you threw in 2?
Thinking board.
There's an example of what you talked about, Cheryl, about Alberta getting, ultra aggressive, and once in a while they get burnt. Not always, because they're so good, but that's what happened to Manitoba there. They tried so hard to save their own yellow underneath cover that they left all the reds in there.
It's good.
Alberta with hammer here. This is getting dangerous.
Easy, Mark.
Clean.
Close.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Mark.
Easy.
Whoa. Mark. Whoa. Whoa. Mark.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Go. Go, Kev. That's perfect right there. Good, Brent.
Nice throw, Brent.
That was just a key of remembering a shot earlier in the end and remembering what the weight was and what it did, and perfect throw.
Brent playing all those years with Glenn, it's if you're asked for hack or you ask for board, that's what you get. He doesn't overthrow very many shots, and it's so easy to keep them in play.
Yeah. Just firm.
Hey, Matty, here we go.
Look at Kevin Cooey.
Good firm.
Just almost like an umpire in baseball. He just sort of stands aside when the pitcher's ready. Then he takes his position in behind. He watches where the brush goes down. And then, of course, he watches the line. Really fascinating.
Shot, Matt. Good call, Mike. Attaboy. Hey. Big roll. Yeah.
Same throw.
You bet.
He doesn't interfere in the other team's throwing and lining up. But once they are lined up, then he takes his spot in behind.
Go over the top. Just nice board, good board.
Great double, just rolled a tad too far. But they're working their way out of this mess.
Good board.
Brent Lang.
Hard.
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 Hard, Benny. Oh, come on, Pat. Go.
Gotta go, Benny.
Go.
Gotta go.
Hard, Benny. Still got it.
Gotta go.
Hard. Go, Kev. Go, Kev. Go.
And trying to run it and work it away.
Great sweep.
Shot, Brent.
Did he save that one?
Just so many shots already this game that have been made by the sweepers. Or saved by the sweepers, just carrying by guards, getting the perfect roll. Even Kevin Cooey, the shot Brent swept so that there wasn't a double there.
Can't really roll anywhere.
Talk so much about Ben and his abilities to save rocks, but now that all these teams have figured this brushing technique out, he's even more effective.
PJ Neufeld.
Yep. Wait's good. Whoa. Good bump. Whoa. Danny. Hard. Okay. It's fine.
As Mark Kennedy gets ready to throw, he wanted us to remind everybody in the St. Albert area of the Mark Kennedy Under-18 Junior Curling Classic coming up between March 24th and 27th. For more information, go to StAlbertCurling.com. The Mark Kennedy Under-18 Junior Classic.
Wait's good. Whoa.
Just another thing that Mark does, lending his name to an event like that, supporting juniors.
Roll it. Roll it.
No one. Good call. No one. Good sweep, guys. Don't touch
Nolan, did you say?
No one.
I've curled with you for 2 years.
Nolan. He said no one.
I'm just kidding.
Nice shot, Mark.
Good shot, Marcus. Shot rock with that?
Yep. Firm.
All right, Beach, here you go. You're good.
If people didn't catch that, Kevin was yelling "no one" as a don't even either brush it, and Ben thought he said Nolan, who used to curl with him, and he was giving him the gears that I've curled with you for 2 years, you don't know my name.
Yep. Whoa. Hip. Whoa. Yeah. Hip. Whoa, no. Daddy. Go. Okay. Okay.
I'm a little surprised they went for the deeper one there. Hit the top one, create an angle.
No, he's going to have a roll either way.
Yeah, at the end, we can roll back.
Yeah. Nose is good, though.
Little flop.
And the left one would have been a little shorter roll.
Ontario leads 4-1, and there's more pressure on New Brunswick. And Mike Kennedy from Grand Falls, New Brunswick.
Oh, that redstone on the back line that you see, that was Mike Kennedy's first rock, trying to bury around the corner guard to generate a 2, but was deep. And that allowed Glenn to bury another stone. So he does need a bite of the 4 this time.
All you. Fine. 4 foot.
In the 5th Brier appearance for Mike Kennedy, both he and Glenn Howard are the senior statesman at the age of 53, and Kennedy, a former Canadian and world senior champion with Wayne Talon.
Steal of 1.
Senior World Final there, Michael.
Yeah, Mike Kennedy coming from a province with straight ice. He doesn't throw quite as much rotation as a lot of the top teams in the world do. And with the rocks being done this morning, it's easy to do that. You think you're throwing the right speed, but they just grind that little bit.
Like if you were here, either way he tries to run it.
What if he makes this perfect? Do we just draw top button?
We're just thinking.
Yeah.
Drew top button.
Yeah. We talked about it. Or you outturn, hack, waiter, roll this way.
Yeah. We've got two kind of catchers there, eh?
Could draw right now.
What do you think?
Yeah. It could work out good. Could put the game on the line right now. What are you thinking?
You could go around it. You really could. It's your rock that's out there.
That's what they're talking about.
I think you're giving up 2 this way.
Want to draw right now?
In a 1-1 tie, Quebec and
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it.
Saskatchewan, and one in the rings. Final stone looks like a possible 2 here for Jean-Michel Menard.
Well, Steve Laycock tried a double on his first, only got 1, and Jean-Michel rolled a bit. On Steve's second, he tried the double, just grazed the second one over. That is that lonely red stone that you saw out in the wings. And so any paint is for the 2.
That's good. That's good. Got that wet field.
Boy, oh boy. Unforced errors here. We talk about them all the time. You have a great opportunity here. Drag it, fellas. And they will get it there for the 2.
Mike talked about it for a bit, about coming around top 4 foot, and you might have seen that last year, but I think with the sweeping, they just know they could get by there and probably tap it through.
Yeah, top 4 is good.
Okay.
Yeah, you get risky either way here. But they are going to give it a try. It's your point, Cheryl. This probably has to be top 4, not button.
Just for weight.
Right underneath, just have a chance to stop Cooey from getting it out of there.
If you can. Hard, Danny. Just Danny. Just Danny. Hard, Danny.
So now they'll drop off, and it'll just be Denny Neufeld. Now Wozniak a little bit out in front.
Whoa.
This is about the carry. Oh, they won't be able to sneak it by.
More ice? Huh. That really dove.
Yeah.
Would have been at least 8 foot.
It was okay.
Yeah, I don't think there was any problem with the weight.
Again, not playing this morning, I think it's hurt Manitoba.
I think,
Probably want to get to
well,
here,
if you're half in the 4 right here, and he makes this roll for shot, you got the hole.
Yeah, but if he gets back here.
You want to bite the 4, boys?
Right here, then.
Well, you either want to leave it open or else you want to get full 4 and then.
Boys, I think you want to be full 8 right here. Okay. And then if he rolls here.
But that's going to be real thin, Mark.
Yeah, I know it is.
I mean, if we're right there, he might freeze. I just got to get here for 2, right?
Sure. Peel the guard.
Take a little more than my draw to.
So just not too deep on this one to take away the draw for
What do
the
you guys
deuce.
like best?
What?
What do you guys like best?
Open. I think if you're drawing, go open. Edge on edge. Bite the 4.
Well, do we want him freezing with this?
No.
I don't think I want him playing that hit.
Yeah, you know what? You actually want to know what? I'd rather him draw out here right now, for sure.
Mark, let's go full 4.
Okay, speed here, boys. Draw to the button. Same. It's no faster than that.
Okay. Same, though.
Does that look like enough?
Yeah.
It'd be based on draw.
Yeah, that's your luck.
Throw me an
So
80.
you want to see a little more than when I do
Northern
the ring?
Ontario with a 5-3 lead over Team Canada. Listen, I've been sneaking a peek over here, and I'm surprised the ice isn't melting. This is a hot team from Sault Ste. Marie.
Brad Jacobs himself, I don't know that there are 2 spots that you can put 2 stones in the house tonight that he cannot make a double off of. Team Canada was lying 2. He just made another great crosshouse double, and now lies 4. Needs the 4 foot. Pat Simmons does.
As Cooey draws the T line, top of the button, and Pat Simmons will draw the lid himself to pick up one.
He has no draw if he freezes on the inside.
We can make it just right.
Yeah. That's our shot.
Yeah, I don't think it'll ever go. Shouldn't go.
After all this, Mike, if he can lock it in there, any type of hit will carry him this way, and there's a good chance it'll jam. They might get out of this mess.
Okay.
Alberta was sweeping at the end for line, but it was trying to get some finish at the end, but it came a little bit deeper.
Yeah. This does curl more.
Almost fully open.
Okay. Looking at this, though.
I'm going off Denny's draws, right? If he bounces at all, you'll have the pick. For sure. So if I can move ours a foot, we have a shot.
To get to the other side, to come this way, I guess because of the fact that port is a little tiny. Is that right, Cheryl?
Yeah, that'd be pretty tough to navigate. And you just saw Kevin throw this, so at least you got an idea on the ice for...
Yeah, you're right, Cheryl. You can get to the inside easily this way, too.
Real hard, I think. I'd have to grab the back of the
Even if this totally buries Cheryl and Kevin comes through the hole, he might still jam it. But right in the center line, basically.
Yeah,
in some trouble here. Trailing 2-1.
Sure. Room, you got room.
And Alberta is sitting 3.
Lots of room. Line only. Tons of room.
Here, BJ Neufeld, Wozniak, and Denny Neufeld have backed right off.
Let's get better.
Whoa. Whoa, if it's tapping,
has
to curl. Has to curl still. Has to
Still curling up for him.
Homer.
Uh-oh. 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 Wow.
We've seen a lot here.
Yeah. Board weight.
Oh, man.
Right there, this will come up a bit, but they can hold it.
That's good.
Right? You like that?
Yeah.
Is that board? That's board.
Yeah, I like ice with board.
Perfect. We know this.
You see Mike immediately going back for a little chat with John Meade.
Trust that stick with board, too.
I think Mike just got caught expecting a little bit more finish. And to your point, Russ, they didn't play this afternoon, so big advantage for Kevin.
Ben!
Whoa!
Final
Clean
stone.
it!
Clean! Clean!
Clean it!
Chance to get
Clean it.
4.
Clean it. It's perfect. It's perfect.
I hear perfect.
Good throw.
And it is 1, 2, 3, 4. Alberta comes in the 4th. They've blown it open early.
Nice throw, Kevin.
You can stream the best of TV all in one place. Crave TV, now available to everybody. Start your 1-month trial. Mild weather for the next few days, upwards of 11, 12 degrees by midweek. And some rain, my goodness. 2 and a 4. As we go to 5 now here on this Monday night. Draw 7, Tim Hortons Brier, and Manitoba will have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones down 6-1. It's interesting to watch Mike McEwen. He went back to the coaching area, coach's box, and he never turned around. He didn't want to see Kevin Cooley spot that 4. So in they go with Hebert's first. Alberta just on the button. Up goes the corner guard, and in comes Hebert again.
Maybe a little, eh?
Looks like it's dead even.
Yeah, he's real close.
Touch deeper. Good.
Sit. He threw it just off the rock and he hit it. We probably want to feel it. That's not max. Okay. But it's close.
I like it.
I think that's really good ice, boys, with Peel.
Oh, always trying to help each other, this team. It's fantastic.
Clean. Clean. Yep.
And I think that's further to what you said earlier, Cheryl, about the relationship. You know, as Mark said, maybe he and Hebert had become a little stale, so now you put Brent Lang back there. And they're starting to work it out.
He doesn't Ricky red light every time. And we thought we had him too.
Yeah, Mark even said it brings some new respect to be down at the other end and seeing Ben and Brent work together and what they can do. He said you kind of just,
it's a little heavy.
Like being married for a long time, and you kind of
well, no, it's real tight.
Get too used to each other. So it's been really really good for Mark and I think for Ben as well.
Yeah, this is going to be there.
How long have we been together now?
Thought it was this.
Gee, just a couple of years.
Wow.
Why does it feel long?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Brent Lang.
Clean.
11th Brier for him.
Benny.
Whoa, Ben. You're okay.
And has those 2 championships, 2 Canadians, 2 worlds with Glenn, as well as you go back now to the junior days with John Morris.
Can I go in here now?
Canadian world titles with him.
Brilliant
career.
career.
The only other is just to tap to a pocket. I like that. I don't mind that. I think so, eh? Whatever. Okay, Matty, here we go.
That's where it's so tough for Manitoba. You know, they've made a lot of shots this game. They really have. They missed a couple in the first end and had to sacrifice the 2. They decided to get aggressive there. Mike couldn't make either one of his come arounds, and all of a sudden they're so far behind. You have to stay focused here. There's still chances. It's so early.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, lots of weight. Whoa. Just line, little heavy. Whoa. Lots heavy. Doesn't need to curl.
Yeah. No, it doesn't need to curl.
Sit. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay.
Well, Ontario leading by 4, and they are sitting 1 and 2, it looks like.
Yeah, you know, it's been one of those games for Mike Kennedy where every time he has an opportunity, Glenn is really rebounding after that game earlier today. He made a really nice shot on his first one, Mike did, but Glenn made the run back, and so Mike is again forced to draw against 2.
That was a different game.
The New Brunswick champions out of Grand Falls.
Fine. Doing the good stuff. Solid board. We're heavy. Clean. Big control.
3 previous times he's been here, he's been the skip. He also played in 2008 for James Pratt through the Third Stones that year.
Boy, Mike.
And the brush goes up from Scott Jones. Nice draw. 5-2 going to the break. BJ Neufeld.
Mine's fine. Mine's really good. Really gotta go. Hard, Denny. Gotta go to get it by. Hard, Denny. Keep going.
Boy, watch this
hard,
corner
Denny.
coming up
keep
now.
Keep it going, Den. Hard, Den. Hard.
Oh, they did well.
Hard.
Wozniak and
Okay. Whoa, Den.
Denny Neufeld. They'll get it sunk, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4th shot.
Wrong side of the inch. Because
Still
now it's
has the
difficult to
freeze.
move that red one.
I think you're peeling.
I think he's playing this. I think he's.
Hard, Denny. Keep going. Keep hard, Denny. Come on. Keep it going. Keep it going,
Did
Den.
well to get it by, but
Hard,
just
Den.
not
Hard,
enough
hard,
legs
hard,
to
hard,
carry
hard.
it.
I get Steve, guys. Okay.
No matter what happens for Manitoba this game, it's going to be about learning for the next game, whether they come back in this game or not. This is their chance to get used to this ice with these rocks now being enhanced, and it's for the next game if they don't win this one.
And the next game is tomorrow morning against the Territories.
Yep.
Great place.
And then tomorrow night against Team Canada.
Okay, good.
just a reminder, our coverage continues tomorrow morning with Draw 8. We're back to the 3 draws a day. And Kathy will be with Brian to watch BC against Quebec. And there you see it on TSN 1345. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time as our coverage of the Brier continues from Ottawa.
That's good. Okay, whoa. Yep. Hard line. Here to go. Let's go. Wait. Short. Steven these up. Right here. Let me get third. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they're just being fooled here.
I think we got to get rid of this one, right?
You better be careful.
He's in here tapping. Just pick it. Try and miss that.
I think back, had some over curls. Mike's had that come around last end, came up way light and ticked the guard, hit a lot of the guard.
Like what you did too.
Second one wasn't quite deep enough to be able to brush it by.
That's
2 here in a row, just hair light.
Into there and.
Well, I think the pick is more likely to get this.
Yeah, and then he's got a deuce probably.
I like that call, Kev.
Kind of easy control, heavy board. Heavy board,
okay. And let's pick our spot, like right here. Yeah.
Play it, pick your line into that.
Okay. Gotcha. Heavy board right on center. A little more.
I think all these teams have talked about how long of a week it's going to be, and that rebounding from losses is going to be probably the biggest thing. And, you know, both teams would walk into this game tonight and say we have a 50-50 chance of winning. And so, you know, you're not on the right side of it, then you walk out and go, okay, that was one of our losses. It'd be worse if it was a team that you walked in saying, you know, we should walk away with a win in the column tonight. So it'll just be how you deal with it after.
Okay, we're probably control.
Whoa.
And back.
Whoa.
Whoa. Easy, Benny.
Ben.
Hard, Benny.
Go, Ben. You have to go.
Yeah, Ben.
You have to go.
Keep going.
Keep going.
Whoa.
Keep going. Keep going.
Stone coming up, top edge. And rolling it over. Wow.
Shit.
So standings coming in to the 7th draw. Northern Ontario, the only undefeated team, and they are leading currently against the defending champions. And one team is winless. That's the Territories, the team from Yellowknife. The bunch up. How many losses can you afford? Well, we usually say 4. In this field, I know you think, Russ, that maybe 5 will get you something.
Very big possibility of that. I know it rarely happens, but you just have to do the math. Look at the matchups. You know, you've got Canada out here against Northern Ontario. Ontario's lost a couple already. It's so early that if the scores stay the way they are, there'll be a whole pile of people at 2 losses already.
All right, Mikey. There you go.
Yeah, and it's only Monday.
Yeah.
It might be.
We'll see.
You're hoping the 8 jams on the 4.
I think it misses the 4.
Triple here. At about a good half of this rock Mike's aiming at. He's going to get the 2 in the left-hand side. Carry him over, get that shot rock.
Mike McEwen needs a little something here.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Shot of confidence.
Whoa.
Yes!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yes.
Bang. 2 go. 1. And then it stuffed it. Thought he might go over the top, huh?
Yeah, if he managed to get that 3rd one out.
Great throw.
Didn't hit it. Didn't go anywhere. Just curled up a little bit too much.
Now, we heard earlier today that we know these stones are very lively.
Get a little thinner and get that one.
But
hopefully
we heard someone today say the houses are not. And you think, again, it's just because of a little bit of the rock fairy overnight.
Yeah, the rocks are just a little bit sharper. They're not quite as smooth. And there's a wee bit, just a fraction, a hint of frost out there tonight, too, which would cause a bit of a problem. But that was going to be really hard to get 3 of them.
Where do you want?
Yeah.
Nose are an inch Benny's way, right?
Yeah.
That will be my question this week if frost does start to creep in. What are they going to do without hair brooms out there? Because that's one thing they're not using this week at the Brier. And that is the tool that all teams used when there was a lot of frost on the ice.
Brent,
You're good. You're perfect. You're good. You're good.
So if you're not aware, the moratorium now on hair brushes, they were finding that they were being too abrasive, so they've been
Scared me a little.
outlawed.
He scared me a little when I let it go.
The teams were given a sheet
Shooter, though.
from Curling Canada. These are the manufacturers. These are the synthetic heads that will allow you to use. And then those brush heads are checked before each game. And you're allowed 2 sweeping brushes. They're designated. That is illegal. You can't use that. You can use it for throwing, because you built your balance on that. But the 2 brushers, those brushes, have been designated, and they're taped as such. And those brushes go back in the bag. The bags are locked away, so there's no manipulation.
Low ass. Good.
Clean it.
Weight's good.
Just clean. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Matt.
Little light.
Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Hard, Matt.
Matt Wozniak.
Good.
Yeah, just clean it, Matt.
Right to it. Oh boy, have a look. By that much.
You're good.
You're good.
Sure, Mike. I should have thrown that first one harder.
6-2 Alberta at the break.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada.
Alberta, Manitoba is our feature, and Alberta opened with a deuce. That's the big end, the 4-4, and so at the break, it's a 6-2 lead for Alberta over Manitoba. So lots to talk about for John Mead with his team, and he's with Kathy.
John, we know you have lots of roles on this team and lots of experience. When you see a team like yours struggling, what will you talk to them about?
That I should have said get 4 instead of give up 4. You know, it happens in a week when you, especially when you play teams like this. I mean, it doesn't feel like a game they're down 4 without. You know, they just they missed a couple by a little, and then they had to force, and they put the game on the line because, you know, going down 3 against a team like this is probably too much. So you know, they're playing to win, and it hasn't put themselves in a very good position this one. But you just got to shake it off and now use this game to, you know, get draw weight and get everything you can out of the rest of the however many ends that this one ends up going.
I know that you watched earlier today. Alberta had played with the Rocks that had been papered. Do you think that's played into what's happened tonight for your team?
It's something to discuss afterwards, for sure. And we discussed it before, and they felt, you know, they would use the practice. How did they feel coming out of the practice and in terms of how they would approach the game? Certainly, Alberta's played really well, so they probably have done something to the Rocks and cheating a little bit. But no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's something to discuss, you know, because it could happen again. So, you know, we'll get a sense after the game what they feel about that.
Thanks, Johnny.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Let's check the numbers after 5. Remember, Cheryl showed us earlier how well Alberta had played all those games in the 90s. They're in the 90s again, and as you go inside the numbers, Kennedy, Cooey, both at 100%. Compare that to Mike McEwen, who's only at 80%. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by Ford of Canada, proud partner of Curling Canada for over 20 years.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures. By Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. And by Ford of Canada, proud partner with Curling Canada for more than 20 years.
Now, you've all heard the story, the one about the skip that just couldn't get to the Brier year after year. Despite being one of the best curlers in the world, he just couldn't win his own province. He kept losing to another famous skip and then had to watch that team go on and win the national championship. Now, you may think that this story is about Mike McEwen, and you'd be right, but it also applies to his opponent in this game. Kevin Cooey knows exactly what Mike McEwen has gone through in Manitoba. For years in Alberta, he just couldn't get over the hump. And what Jeff Stoughton was to McEwen, Kevin Martin was to him. Finally, 6 years ago in Halifax, Cooey made his first Brier, and he made the most of it, winning it all on a dramatic last shot draw to the button. A month later, he became the world champion, too. Here in Ottawa, Mike McEwen is in a very similar situation. Yes, he's a rookie skip, but also one that has the potential to be on the top step of that podium. His story is very similar to Kevin Cooey's, and he's hoping this weekend that story continues to be the same. So whose name will be on the Tankard Trophy? These are the rookie skips to win. And the last, of course, was Kevin Cooey in 2010. Isn't it interesting? 2 from Manitoba. Burtnick, Peters. 2 from Alberta. Martin, Cooey. As we welcome you back on this Monday night, the Arena TD Place here in Ottawa, and our coverage of the Tim Hortons Brier. Manitoba getting their 1 in 5. They're down by 4, and once again, Alberta. And Kevin Cooey out of the Glencoe Club in Calgary will have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Red Storm.
Well, it's on the button.
The thick 3/4.
I could chase. You can chase because it's on the button if you want. It's wide open. Wide open. I can see a quarter. What?
It's wide open to the guy not throwing
right.
it.
What are you trying to do?
Whatever you want. I like nosing it. Like if they make a bunch of good guards. Okay.
Yep.
You're good, man.
Whoa.
For you, that's wide open.
Wide open.
Well, I thought you could see half.
No, I
Mark.
can see maybe a third.
I didn't mind the shot at
Let's
all.
keep you updated now. Drop in on Northern Ontario. Team Canada as they play in the 5th. And Team Canada sitting those 2 with their supporters, red hair and all, supporting Team Canada. And final stone coming up for Brad Jacobs and the team from the Community First Curling Center in Sault Ste. Marie.
Tight. Real tight.
Team Canada opened with that 3, you'll remember, but then Jacobs made that wonderful 4.
Shot, Brad.
And he's going to get rid of 2. They'll bring 1 into play, and they'll go to the break up 6-4.
Okay. Yeah, roll off the back end of that one.
Out turn.
Yeah, I like it. 3/4.
It's fairly thin, but a little less than half.
Trying the run back. Oh, no. Right? Whatever. No.
Make sure of this.
It's always 6 of 1 in those situations. You could have played to come around with Brent's first one there and sat 3, but then there's that guard that's staring you in the face.
Yep. Whoa, yep.
But if you do what they just did, now you're going to have to make a double like this.
Get in there! Oh, tragedy. Okay.
Now this is a very light Alberta team right now as they lead by 4.
I thought that was perfect. Try, bud. No left.
With this much curl, though, it's so difficult to get that guard in the perfect spot.
A little tighter. Line's good.
You have to feel pretty good about the way this end's going for Alberta.
2/3. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Stay with that, Danny. Good. Or don't. Good.
Just get rid of it through the hole.
Yep.
Oh, half's good, Mark. For sure, half a rock is good, but
No less. Just hit 2/3.
Yeah.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
You're good.
Ontario with a 5-2 lead over New Brunswick And 1, 2, 3. New Brunswick stones. Wow, what's turned around here?
Well, Glenn jammed on his first one, and that was the biggest thing. It allowed Mike Kennedy to hit to lie 3, and Glenn is electing to hit on this one. Needs to stick, though.
And Scott taking it in, and he'll sit there at the back of the 4-foot. 6-2 now, Ontario.
Go, Danny. Hard, Dan. Matt, two. Hard, Dan. Go, 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 go. Go, Danny. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. Good seat. Okay.
That's a bit longer this time. I think you'll see Mark Kennedy coming around and tapping that.
A quarter, thick quarter.
Yeah, roll it side 4, because that's not a good dart.
Easy hack.
Easy hack.
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 Yeah. Have we seen
Not going
that
crazy
before?
here. This is where I threw those hits. Ran pretty straight.
With nice hack.
Nice throw, Mark. I think it'll come
Like
up.
that?
That's perfect. Yeah, I like that.
I don't want to give you any more.
Nope, that's perfect.
I don't want any less. That's pretty good. We can get it going if we need to. That's perfect.
I asked Mark Kennedy if they all work to have similar releases. And his response was pretty funny. He said, we're all too old for that. But we just we have a little bit more input as throwers down to Kevin on the ice that we like or don't like.
Hard, Ben. Keep going, Ben.
And Hebert now trying just to hold that line.
Get out. Whoa, that's good.
Rolling
Get it out.
to the edge of the 4. Wow.
Get a snowbank back there.
Yeah,
That's something, eh? That's either the slide path or maybe frost creeping in.
A little bit of frost, I think, Vic.
Make it roll up as well. You would like to.
Yeah. That might not be bad. It's either that or you draw right here.
He just goes, well, I wonder if he just goes here.
He tries to. You like the double? Make something good on my last?
Sure. You know, as we look ahead,
To make the roll, were you like looking at
We,
half, a little more than half?
check the forecast. Possibility of rain, showers tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, temperature of 12, and then that's the troublesome day. Humidity in here. There is no
Yeah, shoot some peel.
dehumidification unit in the building. So the potential is for what, Russ?
Frost, a lot of frost. Especially if it rains, the heat outside isn't all that bad. It's if it's raining, the people come in. You get 5,000-6,000 people walking in with wet clothing. The humidity level goes off the charts, and they can't get it out of here.
Matt.
And again, they do not have hair brooms, which would be brought out to dig out the frost between the pebbles. So what will it mean? We're obviously forecasting here, but if frost builds up, Cheryl, what does it mean to the throwers and the people on the ice?
Well, it's unpredictable on what the rock will do coming down the sheet because you can't get rid of the frost with the hair broom. The synthetic just tends to kind of mush the frost around. It doesn't get rid of it, and that's the problem. And rocks can come down hard. You just saw that when they talked about the snowbank. You got that issue. Rocks maybe don't curl consistently.
Bumping that on the nose?
You have to change your game a little bit too. You have to be really careful. Like we played with frost for years, and you just played a little simpler, threw a little more weight, a little more rotation. If you start playing all these finesse shots, you're going to get burnt.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe you could do this.
Okay, I like that.
And then if he's behind you, you got this, and if he makes this, you chase it. And we threw it.
It's the same shot you threw in the fourth inning, and you stabbed it and ended up side button. Just an option, though. I don't hate the hit either. Make
You almost wanted it on the same line you had it before. I wanted it a little more open than that.
Yeah, but I'm never really playing chasing like against 3, right?
It was like hack week.
Yeah, what did
Passing down his knowledge.
That's why I like it.
If I nose it, do you think he's playing the straight roll or he's playing the double? Pretty tough for him to get it buried. And the double might be coming back here, right?
Are you second shot if he knows it?
Yeah.
What do you guys like?
That's fine. That or this. Okay.
This is back to your comment, Cheryl. Take a look at that scoreboard.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what to do.
You want to roll it in a foot.
Right there.
Yeah.
eliminate that rock sit too. Yes, there might be a double. You'll have a wide open hand.
It's still held. Yeah. I'm going to be close to control.
Okay, good board.
And this is one of the things they've tried to eliminate a bit this year is so much discussion, especially when it probably isn't necessary the way the score is.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm thinking if he rolls under, I'm thinking I can chase him either way.
Yeah, sure.
I'm worried about giving him another guard too, right?
Yep. Okay, let's play this then. Hit it.
It's never wrong to sit 2 in the situation.
I tell you one thing, I can't remember the last time, if ever, I've seen Kevin just step away, and the third, in this case, Mark Kennedy, start to do the planning and the strategizing, and then he steps back in.
Ben! Whoa! Yep!
They've really got a routine.
Just forward. Hard, Ben! Go! Whoa! 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 Roll!
No rolls, it's right there.
Good shot.
Great shot.
Nice. Northern Ontario against Team Canada, and Team Canada in their fatigues have a chance to tie it up here, it looks like.
Well, they really do. They dodged a bit of a bullet. Pat rolled his first stone right beside his other one, and so it, well, not right beside, but in the same area as his other stone in the house, so it allowed Brad Jacobs a double, and in one of the first misses of the night with any sort of hit weight involved, Brad Jacobs just got 1, and so any paint will do for 2.
So are we to believe you? Was it right beside?
Well, it was in the vicinity.
Okay.
You're good. Carter, save it. Save it, Carter. That's good, Carter.
Sort of like now.
Okay, for a tie game at 6. That game has settled down a little bit after that explosion of a 3 for Team Canada and then Northern Ontario for a 4 spot.
All right, here we go.
Another thin double for Mike McEwen here, and if you make it, the natural angle is to kick that red one towards the back yellow even. He could get unlucky and jam it.
Green. Whoa.
McEwen at his last.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Hammer belongs to Alberta.
Yeah.
Late blitz. 1, 2. Oh, now spill a little more. Oh.
Okay.
And they got it caught at the back.
Good try, Mike.
Nice try.
It was a great try.
You just see that natural angle. It's just one of those nights for Manitoba.
Touch thicker.
Good throw. I don't know if you're. It's going to be real hard to get it under.
Probably not spinning out anyways. It's kind of in a perfectly bad spot.
Always hitting it.
Second point is bonus.
Yeah,
right?
you need to throw more weight than Mark, eh?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not worried about getting 2, right?
Okay.
I'm not gonna huck it, but I'm gonna throw a bit
you're
more.
gonna throw half.
Yeah. Like that broom.
Yeah, I
do.
do. Perfect.
Kevin missed this same shot against Glenn Howard in the opening draw. The exact same sheet, same spot. He overthrew it.
Easy, Ben. Please. Yep. Just back.
Said he'd be happy with
A little bit more than you.
1.
Yep. Hard, Ben.
Hebert.
Keep going, Benny.
Right to it.
All the way hard.
By the card? Yes.
Hard. Go
Right
hard.
to
Go
it?
hard. Go hard. Go hard.
Yes. Out the back, avoid the jam. Yes.
Good boy, Kev. Nice shot, Kev. That weight is hard to miss.
That brushing. That line call. That 2.
Hey Sav, just wanted to let you know we're all thinking of out here. All the guys are talking about you. Wish you were here, obviously, and hopefully we'll see you around the arena next week. I know everybody'd love to see you, and we could all sure use a laugh, and we know you'll provide that, so hopefully we'll see you next week, buddy.
Hey Sav, I know it's been a rough go the last little bit, and we're here at the Ottawa Brier, and it doesn't feel right without you here. I know that the last one I was at, you were here with us, and this is my first Brier without you, so it feels a little strange. We're hoping you get well soon, and that trip we got planned, we've put it off for a little bit, but as soon as you're ready to go, we're going to do this thing, so we're hitting the road.
We actually were lucky enough to get in and see Craig yesterday at the Cancer Center, so it was nice. He's in good spirits, and it was just nice to visit with him, talk about all the old times. So you know, from Team Alberta, Sav, you got a lot of friends on this team for sure, and we're pulling for you.
Savvy, Skipper here. Listen, we're our heart and soul's out there. We're with you every minute. Can't wait to see you. I hope you'll get your butt over here to watch a little bit of the curling. Love to have you out by our side. There isn't a day go by that we don't think about you and root for you. I know you're going to beat this damn cancer. All I can say is good luck, my friend, and we're all thinking of you. I can't wait to have a beer with you, buddy. Come on out and cheer.
And there is Craig Saddle's wife, Karen, who's joined us here tonight. And the hope is that Craig, if he's feeling a little bit better, having another cancer treatment this past Thursday for his Hodgkin's lymphoma. It was just the first week of December when it was diagnosed. He had to leave the Sean Adams team down in Nova Scotia. Wanted to play so badly, win Nova Scotia, and then play in this Brier here in his hometown. But, he's undergoing treatment, and there's his very best of friends, Brent Lang. So we wish you well, Craig, and we do hope to see you later this week here at the arena at TD Place. Alberta adds 2 more in 6. They're up by 6. Manitoba will have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Yellowstones here in the south.
It's almost in.
Just the way that the night's going for Mike McEwen and Team Manitoba to make that feather double and jam it on that back rock.
You don't really want to be baited.
Gives up the 2 with a nice shot by Kevin Cooey.
But throw it hard to make the peel. Here.
There is no double.
Thin half.
Okay. Throw it hard and hit a third. Peel's fine.
Oh, there is a double actually, Brent.
Okay.
Yep.
Easy.
Gotta go, Benny.
Hard.
Go.
Back in. Go, Marco.
Wow. Shot, Brent. And they'll just spill it in.
And when you have a team playing that way against
Good shot,
you.
Brent.
Nice, bud.
Still there.
Beach.
I had a lady come up and ask, you know, there was a group talking about the favorites for this event, and Mike McEwen's name was one of the favorites. And she said, well, how can he be a favorite when, you know, it's his first time here? But I think it's what these teams do with their bigger teams. They've got nutritionists, and by the time they get here, they've got sports psychologists they've used, they've got technical throwers. You know, it used to be years ago, you get to a Brier, it was the 4 of you, and you just showed up, and now you show up prepared. You've played on tour, you've played in stressful events. You come ready to win, and that's how they can be a favorite.
Ontario in control here, up by 4 on New Brunswick, but all right, Kathy, who shot?
I do think it is still the red. Glenn tried to just graze by that red one on his final shot to move it over so that he would be shot. He rubbed it, but I don't know that he rubbed it enough, and so this is the draw, I believe, for 2.
Heavy.
For Mike Kennedy and the New Brunswick champions out of Grand Falls.
Fine. Hard, Dave. Matt, get it back here.
You remember the Grand Falls Arena?
Yes.
Remember back in the days of the Skins and the road to the Skins? And
Florenceville, Grand Falls.
Grand Falls, yeah. And enough.
Scrub.
Boy, now they'll have to check. Okay. Have a look, fellas.
That one for sure, yep.
That's for sure. Right, it is for 2. Hold on, Kathy.
You're good, Ben.
Whoa.
So sweet, guys.
They're not missing anything, are they?
No, not at all. And we talked about how he almost lost today, but he didn't. And the only game they've lost was an extra end draw to the button by Team Ontario, or they would be undefeated. Impressive percentages by all 4 players in Alberta.
I got mine's better. It's close to the same, guys. Mine's a lot better.
I got a hair less.
Mine's good.
Line's good.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, you just got to go for weight. Yep, keep going. Keep going.
They're on deck again here. Quebec up 3-1, and Quebec is sitting 1. So Saskatchewan looks like they have a chance to tie here.
Well, they really do, and a lot of time spent in this end with frozen stones in that 4-foot area. Saskatchewan taking a timeout to get Lyle Meyer's point of view on how to manipulate stones, and it's certainly paying off because with the Quebec not made the last stone, this is a chance for 2, and it is made.
Lyle Myers, the former Saskatchewan champion, now coaching and has been for 27 years. 3-3 as they go to 8.
What do you guys want to play 8?
Yep, yep.
You know, and even in that game, New Brunswick, or rather Quebec and Saskatchewan. For Saskatchewan, at 3 losses already. So you could say it's a must-win, because considering the field, considering the number of games remaining. Wow, what else can you say? My goodness. Kevin Cooey at 100%. Mike McEwen, you know, as John Meade said, time to get used to the stones again. He didn't play earlier today. But it is all Alberta as they lead on the board, and a wonderful game from skip Kevin Cooey. The player numbers are brought to you by Travelers. It's better under the umbrella.
Little opportunity here. Try to roll behind that red Alberta guard that was just driven in there at high speed.
Line's good. Room.
It's pretty good right now.
It's pretty good, Matty. I think we're
Room.
T-line right now.
Line's good.
Needs to curl. Danny, if you can.
Line's good.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Line's good.
Gotta go for weight. Okay, go then, go then, go then. You can go. Hard, guys. Hard, hard, hard. Yeah, Rick, really hard. Hard, Danny. Go, 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 go.
Good.
Yeah.
Throw.
Thanks.
Good though.
And not a lot of players sure would follow this down. But when you hit as well as this guy does, and he just threw it. Throw it hard enough, it's not going to curl at all. Takes the guesswork out of the ice.
And really pretty much a scoreboard call.
Hey, Kev. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Yes. Hard, baby. Let it go, baby. Hard.
Again, here.
Go, 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 go.
Good call. And they missed it. You betcha they did.
Shoot.
Boy, look at this.
Trying to float it. You don't want to jump it,
Good throw, Kevin.
That put a little spring in the step of Mike McEwen. He can't get down the hack fast enough.
There we go, Mikey. Clean. Whoa, whoa. Clean.
Got the chance here to get a couple.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, just clean. Clean. Just clean.
And they will. Manitoba will pick up 2 here in 7. Still something left in the tank. We'll find out when we come back.
Hard to make that on your own, bud. That's half.
Now you are envisioning that, hey, Cat?
Hey, Beach, where they at the top of the house, they went like this with their broom. Maybe we hit that a little bit and it just tweaked that extra finish at the end. Wouldn't take much.
Oh, no one. No.
No one. Good call. Good sweep, guys. Nolan, did you say?
No one.
I've curled with you for 2 years. Nolan. Did he call you Nolan? Oh, I'm just kidding.
We miscalled it. We're just missing the line by like little bits.
Yeah, I think we seem to have a real good handle on it.
Those last two comments. Start first with Mike McEwen. You know, we're missing it by that much. They didn't play earlier today. They didn't play. This is their first time with the Rocks after Dave Merklinger has worked on them overnight. By comparison, Kevin Cooey to Scott Pfeiffer says, I think we've got a good handle on it. There is the difference in the game so far. Alberta leads at 8-4 as we welcome you back on this Monday night to draw 7. Tim Hortons Brier from Ottawa, the arena at TD Place. And here in 8, it once again will be Alberta and the champions from the Glencoe Club, Calgary. It will have last rock. They have the Hammer playing the Redstones.
Yeah, half is pretty close.
Edge or off? Half inside edge? It's just going to go where you throw it, so wherever you want.
Nice for Mike, though, to have the last 2 shots in the last end workout. You want to start to get the handle on it as the game goes on and feel better about it.
No. Okay. Guard around it? Yeah. 2/3. Tight.
Just line.
Yep. Whoa.
Good. Just line.
Really tight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably over curling.
Yeah, it's
close.
gonna over curl. That's not bad though.
It's got to sit.
Just has to stay. Okay. Okay. Sit, honey. All right, Matt, that's fine.
Probably just running that one into the side. Yeah.
You like that out across again?
Sure.
Well, Team Canada Northern Ontario, Kathy, started off with a bang. I mean, Team Canada got 3 in the first. Northern Ontario got 4. It's settled down since. We're tied at 6. And what has Northern Ontario got a chance for a potful here?
Well, they do. They have a chance for 3. You know, in fairness to Pat Simmons, 2 very difficult shots, both about 6 to 7 foot run backs against 3 on the lid. In both cases, he removed one, but on his final one, his shooter rolled into the open. And that is the stone that Brad Jacobs is trying to get just to the inside of and tap it out for 3.
Great good
job, Brad.
Wow.
Just like that.
Very nice for 3, 9-6. Trying to win 4 in a row out of the gate.
I think you're here.
We're all there.
Might have to curl a
Square
bit.
it up.
Den. Okay.
It's good, Den. Whoa. Whoa, Den. Whoa. Good. Throw. That way.
Be interesting to see Team
yeah,
Alberta,
yeah.
Kevin Cooey's schedule for next year, because securing that Olympic trials spot, they talked about that really gave them the opportunity to maybe back out their schedule a bit, maybe not play as hard. You're not always on that points chase that so many teams have to do leading up to it.
You can burn yourself out. That's a really good point. Got it.
Nice.
Beauty. Good sweep. That's big. He's hitting the 8 foot right now. Might be a bit of a mystery.
So I'm just going to ask you again, looking ahead and forecasting what we expect in the weather. Will those kind of shots, those runbacks, which these players can make, look so easy? Will they change, Russ, if there is a frosty day?
Everything will get harder, but down that 4-foot strip, I've never really seen enough frost to bother something down the middle. It's this type of shot that I think you'll see the difference, where if it gets out a little wider, where the frost is starting to creep in towards the center from the lack of wear, all of a sudden it'll grab, slow down a bit. You might pick up some spin or lose some spin depending on whether you're going in or out of the frost. And I just heard Mark Kennedy say, I'm really glad we got that corner rock, because drawing the 8 foot could be a mystery. So it is getting a wee bit different. Absolutely nothing they can't handle at this point. It's just, but there's a very good chance if it rains, it could get a little tricky.
No, but Dave Merklinger said that he's prepared for it and he's got the equipment to try and handle it.
Dave's even got a burner here, Vic, that he could burn it at night.
Shooter!
Oh, great shot.
And they'll leave the shooter there.
He can use the burner at night, and what that does is it takes all the frost out of the ice and it actually makes the ice a little greener, similar to a fresh flood, which he hasn't got time to do. And then it'll take that much longer for the frost to build up.
BJ Neufeld.
Back four.
Line's tight.
No, line's good.
Yeah, there's a great shot of it there, really wide, left and right on the edge of the sheet. It's pretty white now. It looks worse than it is because don't forget there's pebbles. So you need that white frost to build and build and build to get above the pebble before there's a problem with the surface.
This one might be one, BJ, where you could put the broom out there to get the same shot.
You like that? Line just a sliver high. Yeah.
Kathy?
Well, you know what? It's definitely evident on all the 3 sheets that I'm watching tonight. You can definitely see that as the rock's starting to die, they're spinning as they get to the wings, and so they're catching things that normally they would have run. And it's interesting because before every game, I talk to the players of the games that we're covering, and to a man I've asked, so what will you do if the frost starts to creep in? Because they've not had to deal without using hair brooms. And to a man, they've said, we have no idea.
Sorry, guys. Oh, look, text me too.
Yeah, I just like.
Well, it comes down again to what you said, Russ. Maybe they just have to simplify their games.
Yes. Yeah, you have to play what the ice conditions give you. You can't just keep doing what you like to do or what you think might be successful.
Could you, if you wanted to see what this would do late in a game out here.
Ah,
there you go. See.
Yeah, Matt wanted to see.
So much frost.
Do I just try it?
Yeah.
What a brilliant idea.
BJ Neufeld going to school.
Okay, let's go really.
So I'm guessing you now have to add another 5 to 10 feet here.
Well, I mean,
And probably a little bit more rotation.
I'm not going that wide.
Frost can tend to pull the rotation off.
Do you want to try and make the shot or not? You want to see what it does out in the frost?
Nice to see the weight. That's
Yeah?
all. Is that far off from making the shot?
That's well, maybe that's not too far, is it?
See what I can do in
Throw
the
it?
see what I can do in the frost here, Mikey, too.
Yeah. Okay. How much weight am I throwing? Try to throw
you need
similar?
about, I would say 4 feet heavier.
Okay.
There you go.
I would think that's minimum. Mike's not going really wide. What even wider it would be slower.
About the top 12, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you got room.
It's already coming.
Mine's okay. Coming down a bit.
Go ahead.
That's curling lots.
That's the curl bit.
Curling lots.
Oh, line's good, line's good, line's fine. Hard Matt. Hard Matt. Hard Matt. A little more. Good.
There's a wonderful example, Cheryl. They guessed at top 12 out of his hand. It's like 10 feet short of that.
Moved a little bit when I hit it, eh?
Yeah. Pretty slow?
Yeah, they said top 12 out of my hand, so it's definitely slower out there.
If I chip the guard.
Yeah, like I don't think the guard's in play for the shot we're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you throw the same weight you did on the hack waiter you threw 2 ends ago.
Okay. Like that?
Now that will pay dividends for Team Manitoba later on. They get a rough idea now.
Well, you might be frustrated with this game, but you're not giving up on this event, so always trying to find some way to learn something. You don't know what you're going to be dealing with down the road in the next game. There could be more frost.
You don't want to get...
Just hack, but let me know, Benny.
What?
No, he's good. I got
Just hack.
I'm thinking here, is that one at the back? Chance for a possible 3 here for Ontario?
It is indeed. In fact, if he hits it right, the potential is even there for 4.
We'll come across and get the other one.
You
at the
bet.
back. Ah, like that? Oh, you
no.
gotta jam it. No.
Whoa, still Ben.
And 1
Clean.
and 2 it is.
Clean. Never you, Brent.
Yep, Benny.
Yep.
Hard, Benny.
Good shot. Perfect.
Had to roll a little more. It's a good shot, Kev.
A little flip. Or you just dead weld it.
You dead weld it. It's hard for me to get rid of it. You gotta weld it like a shade high side, I guess.
Yeah, just a sliver.
side. Probably can't get it out.
Yeah, he'll end up just. I'm not sure if he could still nose it, but.
Makes the freeze a little tougher that Kevin rolled more towards the center line. You stay where you were, and you've got edge to edge with that guard. So now Mike has to freeze this perfectly.
Keep it a little. That's good. Just for weight. Got some room.
Room. Room.
Just for weight. Got room. Gotta go for weight.
Wozniak.
Line's getting better.
Neufeld.
Still has to curl.
Line's getting better. Stay with it.
Hard, hard, guys.
Very nice.
Oh my goodness.
Very nice.
Wait, Mike.
Perfect.
You know, considering what he just threw going outside and adding weight to it.
Well,
And,
it's nice to make shots.
you know, another 4 feet, another 5 feet, and then being able to come back into what is the path and throw that.
Make some
Good
shots.
communication with his sweepers. And that's a huge thing to be able to go out wide and then go down a faster path and make it perfectly.
Yeah, still need to.
They would have liked it to curl up just another inch, but the weight was bang on.
Kevin's got to get fairly close to this guard now to make this.
Yes.
Looks like he's trying to take the curl right out of it with this.
Whoa, whoa.
He hurt right off. Bang. And it'll go.
Really good.
Hey, Mike, good luck to you. And the handshake. And it'll be Alberta will pick up the win.
And Ken, good luck.
Make the final.
Good luck to you.
9-4. So Alberta will now improve their record to 4-1. Manitoba will suffer a second loss. They are now 2-2. A very impressive performance by Alberta and Kevin Cooey. It started well for Alberta with 2. That explosion of 4. And then the deuce single leads to a very impressive 9-4 win over Manitoba. Yeah, Manitoba trying to gamble. We heard John and me talk about it. And they got caught for that 4 spot. And yeah, the brushing, particularly of Ben Hebert, has been spectacular. Look at the numbers for Kennedy and Cooey at the back end. All leads to a 9-4 win. The game story brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. So we'll take our attention now over to the game on sheet B between Quebec and Saskatchewan as they play in a 3-3 tie in the 8th. Quebec does have the last rock in this end, playing the Red Stones. This is the final stone for the Saskatchewan skip, Steve Laycock. Quebec comes in at 1-2. Jean-Michel Menard from Lévis. Steve Laycock out of Saskatoon at 1-3. We're down to the final skip stone.
Pas normal.
Interesting call there. They could have guarded that red and the hole. And then Jean-Michel would have to make that in-off on the right-hand yellow. They left them this port by sitting 3, but by sitting 3, this is a massive shot. You feather one of those guards, rolls out of the way. It's a steal of 3 here. A lot of risk on this shot.
He was brilliant yesterday in the game. Made so many clutch shots like this.
Hold up. No, no, no.
Final stone
Eric!
here in 8 of a 3-3 tie.
Hardwick! Hardwick!
Eric Sylvain through? No. And and right through.
Free yellow.
They'll give up the steal. And Saskatchewan moves in front 6-3. Before we go to break, let's update you on the game between Team Canada and Northern Ontario. Been a couple of big ends for Northern Ontario. They got 4 in the second. Followed that up with a steal And then they score 3 and 7, and more problems here for Pat Simmons.
Well, it really has been a gambling Pat Simmons this end, trying to utilize those stones belonging to Northern Ontario. He picked out the final red stone in the house. That was Brad Jacobs' final shot, and that's why Pat Simmons is now drawing against 3. Needs 4 for him.
And the team in their fatigues, all in support of our Troops Day here at the Brier. Oh boy. And too far. So look at that. 4 and 2, steal 1. 3 and 7, steal 1 more. Northern Ontario up by 4.
The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Tim Hortons, official coffee of Curling Canada. The 2016 Tim Hortons Brier is brought to you by Home Hardware, homeowners helping homeowners with expert advice. By Cashmere Bathroom Tissue, nothing feels like cashmere. And by World Financial Group, helping Canadians have better financial futures.
Well, we've turned our attention now to Quebec against Saskatchewan, and it started slowly. Holman with a blank. And then that steal of 3 on that miss, crashing in front, going by everything by Jean-Michel Menard. Suddenly Saskatchewan finds themselves up 6-3, and here in 9, Quebec. And the team from Lévis will have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Redstones.
Crafty little call there by Saskatchewan by leaving that port.
Oh, Kathy, you stopped in time. You're up.
Chance for 2 for New Brunswick. Glenn Howard tried to hit and roll underneath the stone on the right-hand side as you look at it, and you can see that he did roll over, but he did not roll under, so it is a wide-open hit and stick for the deuce.
Good weight.
For Mike Kennedy. And it is 2 more for the team from Grand Falls.
Oh! It's good. Good recovery. Shot.
If Saskatchewan had guarded last end, Jean-Michel would have had a fairly makeable double. Even if he doesn't make it, it might be a steal of 1. They left them the open port, and they were rewarded with the steal of 3. And they, as we talked about in the break, Cheryl,
Same as everywhere, flash straight
Saskatchewan lost in the last shot to Gushu. The last shot to Simmons, he made a double on him. Last shot to Jacobs. 3 great teams. They've had 3 really close losses, so the curling gods are trying to even it out here, I guess.
They deserve something to go their way.
Well, you may have heard the applause, and it's for this reason. Northern Ontario has picked up a win over the defending champions, make the final 10-6. And so Brad Jacobs, Canadian champion, gold medal winner, is now 4-0. Team Canada, that's a bad Monday. Can't trust that day. They lose 2, and they are now 3-2.
Still time here for Jean-Michel.
Hands good.
Got the corner guard up.
Yep. Hands good, so wait.
Well, they're outplaying
Hands
Team Saskatchewan 92% to 88%, so they've got an edge, and we saw them last night playing so well, and they're not afraid of rocks in play.
No, you bet.
Oh,
great spot.
Rock. Bumped it maybe. Whatever you think. Yep. Straight at her. Won't do a bundle.
That was good of him. You know, the rusher touched the stone. Dave Laycock said, "You just put it back. I'm happy."
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Good boy.
Thought it like went like that. I wasn't sure. Thanks.
Dérange pas. Garde. Garde, ça fait aussi.
Okay. Whatever.
No, he's upset with himself, isn't he? Jean-Michel. They'll just tell from that response.
Not happy with that last throw. You could tell they jumped on it out of his hand, trying to get it to move.
That cool.
Easy.
Okay, wait. Yep.
Hard, Phil. Hard. Go, Phil. Go, 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 go.
Just cautiously, though. Eh? What do we got to hit?
Well, there's no risk here. If I jam it, I'm not going to be in front of it. And I hit it on my next one.
Yep. You're a good boy. Good point.
So what do we got to hit? 3/4?
Yeah.
Yep, you betcha. That's probably even almost hair less almost, but.
Yeah, it's bordering on 2/3.
Yep, I agree. You got her. Turn?
Out turn.
Out turn. You got her, buddy. Should run straight up the sheet for us, I think.
You don't mind if you're Saskatchewan. The peel, straight peel's fine. You don't mind giving up a deuce here in this end.
Make the double.
The guard's the only opportunity
or if,
for three.
If I jam it, it's going to be wide open. It's going to be wide open.
Kirk Myers holding the brush for the skip Steve Laycock. Now in a 6th Brier appearance. Their 3rd straight Saskatchewan championship out of the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon.
Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
Shot.
And they'll run it by.
On la sent-tu ou juste droit?
Le double est difficile.
Shots,
Hein?
Le double est tough.
Un tiers.
Some point in time, they got to
Passe
make a
le
move
droit,
here.
c'est shot.
Ouais, freeze.
That
Nous
shot
sommes
rock.
bumpés d'un pouce pour qu'on soit shot.
Heinz good. Heinz good. Freeze it. Alignement parfait. File premier tout le temps. File premier tout le temps. Hard, Phil.
Hi, guys.
Hard, Phil. Go, bud. Go, 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 go.
Wow.
It looks to me, we've only seen a couple late in the game like this draws, but it looks to me with the textured rocks that happened this morning, it's grabbing that frost a little bit, and you're just getting that little extra pull.
Yep, absolutely. Control
We
weight.
saw this 2 days ago.
And just nice, gentle with that control, eh?
Yeah.
Let's go, bud.
Can actually hit this, roll over, and get a force out of it.
Yeah. Or nose is fine, too, with control.
Yeah, the nose, if you don't get the roll, you can play the nose.
Control.
It'll tap the back yellow one over a bit. You might get enough separation that there's no double either.
Just a broom more. Easy.
Whoa. Clean. Oh, clean. Oh, clean.
Final
Yep.
stone for
Top back one.
Steve Laycock.
Sorry, guys. I thought we were nosed on the top one. If we'd have nosed the top one, it'd been perfect.
On n'a pas besoin des 3 dernières minutes.
Yeah.
If we nosed that, well, this one would have been close to going out.
Scale up, huh?
Sorry, Stevie.
Nice play, really.
Well, to make it really good, but I thought we nosed that 7, actually. And then
Oh, il y a besoin des sorties.
Yeah, right. J'ai besoin de la sortie du 8 pieds, right?
C'est 2 tiers.
2 tiers est bonne.
Ouais, avec ça.
Let's go, bud.
To soften the weight a little bit, this normal weight, hit it in the right spot, you could roll out.
2 tiers. What?
The houses are getting a little slower for sure.
Un peu moins de glace.
T'as non? Un peu moins?
Un peu moins de glace.
Just bumper weight on this, board weight.
The champion of 2006.
Wait. That's good. Yep. Feel. Whoa.
Jean-Michel Menard.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Feel. Feel.
Final stone.
Hard feel. Hard feel.
Philippe Menard. 1, 2, jammed it, and now where will it roll and spin to? And it'll look like it's a steal of 1. And the hand shakes.
Good luck the rest of the way, guys. Good luck the rest of the week.
And Saskatchewan
Good luck the rest of the week. Good luck the rest of the week.
is going to pick up the win, make the final 7-3. As Quebec falls to 1-3, Saskatchewan goes up now to 2-3. So Northern Ontario, they roll to a 4th straight with their 10-6 win over Team Canada, who fall down now to this group at 2. And remember now, this is only through Monday evening. And then, of course, we have the Territories and the team from Yellowknife still looking for their first win. A reminder, our coverage continues tomorrow morning. The morning draws are back. Kathy and Brian will be with you for BC against Quebec. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. 1 game remains on the ice. Let's go to Sheet C. Brian, David will take you home with Ontario and New Brunswick.
Hey Vic, thank you so much. We want to welcome our viewers who are just watching Saskatchewan beat Quebec. Just 1 game remaining here at TD Place. It is New Brunswick and Ontario. Third Stones on the way here. This one from Richard Hart. It is Ontario Yellowstones with Hammer and leading by 2 coming home here in 10. And basically at this point they're just trying to keep things clean and remove the Red Stones for their skipper, Glenn Howard.
Yeah, about as good of a setup as you can have for New Brunswick, considering you're trying to steal 2. They've got a center guard up, a rock buried behind it, an opportunity to draw a second one around to top 4 foot.
We have to draw here. Yeah.
All right. Edge 8. Quicker?
From the updates we've seen as well, it was pretty much Ontario in control. You can see the scoreboard there behind Mike. And he was able to get that 2 and 9 to get within 2 without Hammer to come home here in 10 and try to steal himself a win.
Yeah, the impressive part about New Brunswick and this Mike Kennedy team is that whether they're up 3 or down 3, you can look at them and you don't see a difference. There's no difference in the way they're walking, the way they're talking. They just keep plugging away.
Mine's nice.
Down to Skip Stones here in 10 in a battle of the 53-year-old skips.
Oh, mine's good. Mine's good. Easy mark. Easy mark. Gonna come out the other side. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Well, Glenn can see it on the intern side if he wants to make a play on it.
Makes sense. Just came up the other side.
He did suggest to Rich that they might draw on this shot. But I think he can see enough. Play the hit.
Yeah.
Heel.
It's about half a rock in the double takeout.
If they can win this game, David, they've really put themselves in a good position, that being Ontario. Keep in mind, they've already played Alberta, obviously one of the favorites. They've taken on Manitoba as well. Then they had to play Newfoundland, Labrador, and then after that it was British Columbia. So really, Ontario and Glenn Howard in a real good spot here if they could pull off a victory.
Scott!
If you told them they'd be 3 and 2.
Scott! Harder!
And he'll jam it though, so there's still life here for Team New Brunswick.
Yeah, we'll see the same draw again from Mike Kennedy.
Huge. I know.
Jam actually just made things a little bit more difficult for Glenn Howard.
Does that curl?
Yeah, it just curls there.
That rock is now 1 rock closer to the button. So instead of just drawing piece the 8 foot, he's going to need full 8 foot, almost piece of the 4 foot on his last draw.
Right. Well, he's going to
Yeah, I'd like to just show a sliver. Just a shade more.
Well, ideally for Mike Kennedy, he doesn't want to go into the 4-foot and allow Glenn Howard to draw down to him. He wants to stop full 8-foot, almost the same spot, or just a little deeper, almost betting 4-foot.
Lots of line.
So Mike Kennedy,
Lots of
final
line, Mark.
stone here in 10, trying to steal himself a possible extra end here.
Keep going, Jamie. Keep going. Hard. Hard. Yep.
Jamie Brannon.
Keep going.
Mark
keep going,
Lecoq
keep going,
on the
keep going,
brush.
keep going.
Brannon
Whoa, whoa,
going
whoa,
hard
whoa,
here.
whoa,
Pull it
whoa,
in.
whoa.
Tuck a little bit. And there it is.
Oh,
It'll be
pretty
a
good.
draw to the 4-foot here for the win. For Glenn Howard. Has to throw his final stone.
All right. Well,
That's fine. It wasn't going to change anything. He was drawing anyway.
yeah. It would be nice if it had been over a little more, and then you
Yeah.
tick and.
But then he probably hits.
So it's sort of the same as it's been, right? Okay. All right.
So at worst here, Glenn Howard has to be at least second shot stone. In his 16th appearance here at the Tim Hortons Brier, final stone for the Ontario skip.
Whoa. Way out there, Scott. Whoa, have a lot.
His son, Scotty Howard, with the brush.
Whoa.
He'll take a
Okay,
peek.
yep. Okay, yep.
Richard Hart in the house.
Well, no doubt on the sweeping from Scotty Howard right to T-line.
And the crowd approves here at TD Place. Handshakes. Another win for Team Ontario and Glenn Howard. I'll tell you what, the veteran, he's already through some of the tougher teams in his schedule. As we check the updated standings, only one team still undefeated. That is Brad Jacobs in Northern Ontario. As they continue to roll, Alberta 4-1, Gushu 3-1, Team Canada drops to 3-2, and Ontario right in the mix now. That 3-2 record, the territory still looking for win number 1. Just a reminder, we're back with you tomorrow morning. Myself, Kathy Gauthier with the call, Jim Cotter, Team BC taking on Jean-Michel Menard, and you can watch that one on TSN 1, 3, 4, and 5. It's been a lot of fun honoring our troops here on TSN. Shot making, on point, the best field ever. We can't wait to crown a national champion on Sunday, but still lots to be decided. On behalf of myself, Dave Nedewin, our entire crew here at TSN, we thank you for watching the Tim Hortons Brier here from Ottawa, Ontario. Sports Center is next.